Alright, so I finally decided that it was time to upgrade my setup. I've been recording all my reviews since March of last year using my Samsung Galaxy S6, which I'm using right now obviously. And I decided after a while it's time for me to actually do some upgrades because in my Utopia review, I had a good time like shooting B-roll. When I went to Audio Sanctuary, I took my tripod, I took my phone camera and started shooting B-roll and stuff. So I thought, why not just do something like that again, except with better equipment. So I've gone ahead and got this. But first of all, I am using a new tripod, which is an Amazon Basics Video 67-inch tripod, which I believe is very nice. I might even review it, but since I'm using it right now, I can't really show it on camera. But this is the old tripod I was using, a 12-pound smartphone tripod. I believe I broke the handle off recently accidentally. So this light thing is way different from what I'm using right now, because what I'm using right now is for actual cameras, which I got myself once. So this is going to be an unboxing of three things that I got in the mail just now. The first thing is an extreme SanDisk SD card, basically. Now the thing about this is, this camera can shoot 4K, but they recommend that you have over a certain write speed for 4K. So I went ahead and got this one. I don't really plan to shoot 4K because my laptop, which I edit on, doesn't really have the capability to either display 4K or edit it. Like, it would just ruin my CPU. So, but for what I want in the future, just to future-proof this entire setup, I did go ahead and get myself a capable SD card. I'm not going to open this now, I'm just going to show it to you first. First, I want to open this. This is also by Amazon Basics, which I have been quite happy with the quality of their products so far. And this thing is going to be my new camera bag. Oh, this is well packed. Okay, let me just open this up. So basically, this is where my camera is going to live from now on. Whenever I go to meets or I go to Audio Sanctuary and I want to, film something, stay there for a while, carry this around, because there's no way in hell I'm just going to carry it around in my backpack. Not for how much it cost me. So this, automatically, I can just tell you, this is some nice quality, man. Like, this is, I got this for I still use Amazon Student, so I have like a slight discount. So I think I got it for like £18, which is really not bad for a bag because the competition was quite a bit more expensive. I think that's what Amazon Basics is all about. Basically selling some quality stuff for like cheaper than what you can usually get. And I appreciate that because it comes with Amazon Prime, which means I can get it super fast. So let me try and open it a bit just so I can show you what color scheme I chose, because there's two options. One is orange and black, which if you've seen my Alir cable, is kind of what I'm into these days. And the other one is gray and black, which is also quite nice, but I chose this one. So, just one last look. Amazon Basics camera bag. Okay, now for the actual camera itself. This is an Amazon warehouse deal. So basically this is essentially a used camera, but it said like new condition, which basically I think means someone returned it immediately. I'm hoping, because I'm going to open this now. We're both going to find out together what physical outward condition it is in, and then later on I'll find out how it runs. And so the reason I chose this camera before I open it is because I wanted a video camera that wasn't too expensive, but could still shoot some good stills and still give me kind of like that hefty performance, hefty look and all the stuff that looks kind of like a DSLR but isn't. Like, this is a mirrorless camera, not DSLR. And this is a 16 megapixel camera, not 24 like what I think pretty much is the standard. But the video quality that I've seen on YouTube from other YouTubers who have uploaded like films made with this camera have really surprised me. And I went and got this used deal, Amazon warehouse deals, like new condition. Let's find out how it looks. And also firmware version 2 installed, which basically helps a little bit with some problems it had with autofocus in the first version. Because apparently, like, I really don't know much about cameras. I've been researching it for like 2 days, and Apparently Canon has some of the best autofocusing in the business, and this one, even though the video quality is really nice, the autofocusing wasn't so stellar. So maybe version 2 helps it a little bit, but I'm not expecting too much. But that doesn't matter to me so much. Also, there's a G85/G80 here in the UK, by also Panasonic, that's also come out, which is about £300 more, but that has stuff like image stabilization, which I don't really need, since I'm not really comfortable with my handwork anyway. I'll be using a tripod, so I'm not really concerned about that. So basically what I'm going to be doing with this camera is I'm going to be shooting a lot more footage with, of course I'll be shooting stuff which is like, you know, the basic review style that I've had, the long form ones where I just make up stuff on the go when I reach into my memory and reach out for my impressions. But stuff which has more scripted stuff, more camera angles, more b-roll, I'll be using this. And I'm really looking forward to that because I like doing that in my Utopia review. I apologize how loud that is, but since this is a used product, it comes with all this excessive tape. Like, geez. I might have to make a cut here because it's just too much. Right. Just a little more. All this is kind of like how I mail things when I sell them. I just put a lot of, like, not even like clear tape like this, I use like brown tape because I'm like, I want this to be impenetrable for the other person so they can't complain to me about something going wrong on the way. One more little tape piece here. I pretty much savaged the box, but it doesn't matter. One more. Alright. So first of all, I see your CD, and you know, I think the meme nowadays is basically if you have a CD that comes with a tech product, you'll probably find a newer version online, so this isn't really that necessary, but I'll take a look at it. Okay, a warning thing. Digital camera box, interchangeable lens. Oh yes, this is another thing. You can get just the plain body for like £100 cheaper, but I opted for the 12 to 66mm, which I really don't know what it does, because like I said, I'm a total noob at cameras. But apparently it's better to have some kind of lens than if I want something different in the future. Here it is. I can upgrade to that. So the camera itself comes wrapped in this. And here we go. Mirrorless camera, not DSLR. Not incredible. In fact, it's so light. I'm comparing this to a camera my friend had, which was much more heavy, like apparently because of the mirrors in DSLRs, and this is so light compared to that. This is what I'll be using from now on. I almost said Motorola for some reason. A Panasonic Lumix G7. So not the G85, not the GH4, which according to my research, this has a better nighttime performance than the GH4, but obviously that is like twice the price of this. So for my budget option, my first serious camera option, I'm going for this. How it feels in my hand, quite nice. I'm quite happy about the view. No, this isn't the viewfinder. I think that's the viewfinder. Total new once again. I'm quite happy about this LCD screen being totally flippable. So now I can actually do some vlogging if I ever wanted to do vlogging. Who knows, I might even try. And then, yeah, this kind of screen. Totally noob looking at new camera, but excited to get started. Excited to use it with my new tripod. Excited to get some cool stuff reviewed. My Atticus and Icon reviews will definitely be using this camera, and I really hope I can pick out some really nice shots with this. Then you have the lens, which I honestly don't even want to try and put it on right now, because that's something I'm really not comfortable with. Once again, I'm ripping off the plastic. So here's the lens. I even forgot the numbers, but this should be written here, right? Yeah, 12 to 60. So if you know what 12 to 60 really means, tell me in the comments, please, because I'm not sure what situations I'll be using this in, because most of the shooting I'll be doing is indoors. And for, just the products that I'll be reviewing on this table, maybe some other angles, maybe outside, it's I'll just do a small pan to show you. There's my backyard. It's raining as usual. As you can see, the stone is all wet. Man, I love the panning feature on this new tripod. Anyways, so yeah, that has been my unboxing of my new gear. Hopefully I can do some really good stuff with this. Fingers crossed. I have to teach myself a few tricks, and yeah, should be a nice upgrade to my previous sound quality. And oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to get a microphone for this, and video quality. So thank you for checking out this unboxing, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.